Hashtag North is bleeding. That seems to be the headline of all the papers this morning. It's all about the insecurity that the North is bleeding protest. It was hashtag NSAS in 2020. 2021 seems to be winding up with hashtag North is bleeding protest. Federal government under attack as DSS police disperse arrest demonstrators. Protest organizers arrested in Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano. Amnesty International is talking. United Nations says 2.9 million people displaced in the north. State's petition signed by 28,000. No president has funded security agencies like Buhari, says Lai Mohammed. The point is, does this accumulate into results? Members of the North-South Alliance during a protest on insecurity in Abuja on Wednesday. The picture story of the Punch newspaper this morning. Take a look at it. You see the protest is right there on the front page of the papers. Okay, Ondore highway deplorable turning into bandits haven. A House of Rep member is talking. Woman jailed 7 years for selling baby for 300,000. The accomplice has been remanded. Assembly laments as bandits kill lawmaker on Kaduna Highway. Wike Emmanuel Obaseki boasts of PDP's capacity to rescue Nigeria. Lagos diploma holder filmed jumping into lagoon. Family searches for the body. And we'll talk about that when we're rounding off the bumper breakfast this morning. Just yesterday I was saying it is totally irresponsible of us as Nigerians to always, first of all, bring out our phone before we think about rescuing people who are likely to be in jeopardy. The man was about to jump into the lagoon and he was having a full-blown conversation with someone and the person was filming it. And the person put it out on social media. It's quite preposterous that we do not value life, and then the thing that we value the most is this idea of breaking the story first. Even us journalists, even those who are trained to do the job, we don't do that. We do our investigation before we break the story. ASU meets Saturday, decides on planned strike over unfulfilled agreements. Cases rise. 117 bound passengers test positive for COVID in 1 week. 107 passengers coming to Nigeria test positive, inbound, coming in, test positive for COVID in just 1 week. Federal government debt servicing GOPS 2.49 trillion naira in 9 months. TMO, National Assembly members fair fault DSS over Unitide kidnap warning. I mean, it makes sense. Just yesterday, a lawmaker was killed on Kaduna Highway. So, yes, why then are we now saying DSS should not warn that don't travel, don't go anywhere during the Unitide? Heavy security as federal government arraigns 15 suspects over orderly's home raid. Rep sold a probe of Navy's $195.3 million equipment contract to a foreign firm. Those are stories that made the front page of the Punch newspaper. Dollar shortage may delay federal government FG rollout. Winners source $547 million license fee. $407 million license fee. Let me take a look at the Nigerian Tribune quickly. The FEC okays 20% pay increase for police officers. Supplementary budgets will be prepared when necessary. Finance Minister is talking 5,472 personnel to get 13.1 billion naira death benefits. Approves that's 6% duty allowance. Approves 1.2 billion naira for payment of outstanding burial expenses of personnel between January 2012 and 2021. I mean, how do you owe people who are dead? Mr. Basuke?
You see, the point is,
the police have really been suffering.
We are not data savvy, and again, I think it's deliberate because we want to do the wrong things. How is it possible? Do you have a numeric number?
Are you kidding me right now?
Mrs.
From 2012.
Mrs. Okonjo Iweala fought tooth and nail to remove those workers. They were going to kidnap the mom or whatever it is and put her life in danger. You saw what happens to Professor Akunyili just because you wanted to do something. They will want to decimate you. In other words, the mantra is that what is wrong becomes right, and what is right
becomes unacceptable.
Becomes a wrong. I don't know. We are not measuring what we want to manage. If you are not able to measure what you want to manage, of course, ab initio, you failed. How many of us are there in a local government, in a population country? We throw politics into it. We import foreigners. We decide that we are going to have policies that will get people into wanting to kidnap us. And when they begin to kidnap us because we feel that they are kids and kin, we call them bandits when they should be terrorists. So the whole thing is not being properly planned, and it's a situation where I make bold to say that government is confused. They are confused, and the more they are confused, the more we see ourselves, digging in a mud. When you dig in a mud, you sink.
You sink with it.
You sink a bit more.
We still have more stories. Front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Skulls, roasted bodies, heads found in kidnappers' den in Imo. That's coming from the DSS.
And that is a country that Alhaji Mohammed is saying that we are better off today than last year. So sometimes
than 2015.
And then he said something, and then I wept in my spirit that Nigeria would have been turned into